Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am recreating one of my favorite red carpet looks. It is the Cate Blanchett 2016 Golden Globes Awards. This is her red carpet look. This is a look that really focuses on like an effortless sort of soft, luminous, romantic type look. It's not too hard, it's not too heavy. I think that you can wear it just about at just about any age. And again, this is my recreation of this look. I'm going to be using a lot of the products that I have that are similar to the products that she uses. Just so you know, she is a spokesperson for Giorgio Armani. So a lot of these projects are Giorgio Armani products, which I only have one of the products. I have the Luminous Silk Foundation, which I absolutely love. And it's a look that Cate Blanchett pulls off effortlessly. So if that interests you, stay tuned. So Cate believes that skincare is probably the #1 thing that you should focus on if you want your makeup to look radiant and luminous. And I couldn't agree more with her. When I'm working with clients, that's the first thing I ask them, like, what is your skincare routine? We can cover up any dark spots or, discolorations, but if your skincare is ruddy and patchy and dry and has, a lot of inconsistencies on it, it's really hard for us to mask that. So anyway, one of the products that she loves using and she's been using for decades are the SK-II products. And if you've never used any of the SK-II products, they're very hydrating. They have a patented ingredient in there that's called Patera 2, and it's some type of fermented product. And if you use, typically if you use this mask once, you will definitely see a more luminous, hydrated feel to your skin. So I started first with my brows, and then I have the Painterly Paint Pot across my eyelids as my base. And in this particular look, and I'll put the look right up here, it wasn't too overdone. It was very elegant and soft and smoky, and I thought, oh, that's something that mature women can use if they're going out on, if they have a special occasion coming up. This is a look that we could use. So we are going to start off with this palette here. This is my Pat McGrath palette. And this look she had was a very taupey color. So I'm going to be using these 3 colors right across the top. So I'm going to be using this one here, this one that's a little bit darker, and then I'm going to be using this gold shimmer across my lid. Now, Cate has a very hooded eye, so you don't really actually see a lot of her eye makeup because her lid is so hooded. So what you actually do see is more of the liner that she has going on. And she has very intense blue eyes. So first I'm going to start with the eyes. Because it's a smoky, muted type eye, I'm going to go in first with this color here, right here. And it's a very taupey looking color, so it's more of a cool tone. So if you have any cool tone palettes, you would want to grab them. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to go right across my entire lid here. And as I shared, I already have my eye base on, so I'm going in, and I already did my brows only because I really just wanted to kind of save on time, and I don't really ever change the way my brows look because they fit my eye and they fit the natural flow of my brow. So I try not to change that up too much. And she has a very, very soft looking brow. I'll put a picture of it up here. But that's probably her natural brow shape. And I try not to veer off of my natural brow shape either. So, I mean, if you're looking to change it up and you want to try doing a different brow, then go ahead, try it up and see how you like the way it looks on you. So I really do appreciate her look. Again, she's another woman who believes in growing old gracefully. She hasn't done too many, facial procedures, at least according to these articles I've been reading. Okay, so that's pretty much it for what I'm going to be doing across my crease. Then I'm going to be taking this 07 brush here from Yano, and I'm going to go in and I'm going to go and use that darker color here, right here. And I'm just going to darken up the corner. And you can see that this shadow is very pigmented. But a lot of these shadows that I've been using, these are pretty standard. You should have them in a makeup palette. Brush that I use, I'm going to go over and kind of blend that out a little bit more. It's a little bit better. I'm gonna go in, gonna take a little bit more of that darker color and go over and do the other eye. And what I do is I just go right here in that corner and kind of, you can make swirly motions, just kind of think in your mind the letter V when you're going in here, you know, just go try to create like a V right in that V part of your lid there. You don't want to go in too hard, and the further away from the tip that you hold your brush, the lighter the application will be. If you go in here and put that makeup in, it's going to be a little bit more intense. So I have a tendency to pull back, and I like to do more of a buildable type look. So the two colors that she used on her eye, the one they don't sell anymore, but the other one they do. And they were both liquid eyeshadows. If you like liquid eyeshadows, that's great. I have a tendency not to use them. I always find that they're a little bit more inconsistent the way that they lay on the eye. So what I'll do is I'll leave the two liquid eyeshadows that she used up here so you can see, and maybe you have them in the liquid form too. So for her lid area, she did use a gold shimmer, and it looks kind of like this. Again, I'll leave a picture up here. These are all the liquid shadows that she used. For the sake of today's video, I'm going to be using this color here. This is a gold color, and it's a highly pigmented gold color. I'm going to take this flat brush here. I'm going to go in, and I'm just going to dip my brush into there, and I'm going to go right across in here and tap that in here. So it looks like so. So it should look something like this when you're done. And then if you want, you can go back in, take a clean brush, and just kind of marry those products together in there. For her eyeliner, she used this muted brown that they refer to it as, and you can see in the picture that it has a slight shimmer to it. I'll leave a picture of the one that she used. For the sake of today's video, I'm going to be using this MAC eyeliner. It's called Cate, and it looks like so. And I don't see in the picture up here that it does have a slight shimmer to it. So I'm going to go in. Let's go a little bit closer and go in, and I'm just going to go across my lash line. I'm going to go all the way underneath here, bring it as close to the inner corner of my eye. And then when you're going in the corner of your eye in here, you should do it from underneath here and do it rather than coming in, because you'll get too heavy if you try to go in through the top. Okay, and then I'm gonna go, she did go underneath her eye, I'm gonna go underneath here. She went 3/4 of the way over under, and then go over here and do this eye. And like I said, just 3/4 of the way over. I'm going to take a blending brush, a small blending brush that looks like so, and I'm just going to go up here and I'm going to smudge that out ever so slightly. Like, her look was it was smoky, but it was very muted looking. It wasn't too, there were no hard lines. Everything was very blended looking. So when you're done, it should look something like that. Let's go over and do the other side. And if you do get a little messy underneath there when you're smudging out, we can always go in there and clean that up afterwards. Laughing when I was looking at her picture, like she was wearing this beautiful, oh my God, I forget who the designer was of her dress, but was it Versace? I don't know, it was this beautiful pink dress. It was beautiful, and it was soft pink. And I was looking for something pink in my wardrobe. I have nothing but like the most boring colors. I have black, brown, gray, and white. That's all I have. And when I have like tan colors, but other than that, or cream, like they're just very muted, boring looking colors. So no pink, sorry. Next, because she does like to add a little luminosity to her skin, I am going to be using this Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. Again, she uses this Armani Master Fluid Primer on her skin, and I'm dying to try all these products, but if every time I read an article about what celebrity products use, I would be running out purchasing them. But I have to say, it was kind of refreshing to see that she was not a spokesperson for L'Oreal. She was a spokesperson for somebody else, which was kind of refreshing. All right, so you can already see how that just kind of brought a little luminosity to the skin. They didn't say anything about bronzer or contour, but I know she has very high cheekbones, which I'm gonna try to replicate by just doing a little bit of underpainting. And I'm gonna go in here and put just ever so slightly. I don't want to look like a bronze goddess by any means. I just want to do a little bit. I'm gonna cross my forehead a tiny bit. You can see how lightly I'm doing it. And then underneath here, right where my jowls are, I'm gonna kind of camouflage them, set them back a little bit more. All right, so Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. This is what she does use. I'm happy to say I do have this, and I'm happy to say that I love this. I will be going out to repurchase this. This is something I would wear if I had a special event to go to too. This is not a foundation that I wear every day on a typical basis. I usually lean more towards the Jones Road product, or maybe I'll grab a drugstore just to kind of give my skin, you know, just to even out my skin tone. So my color is in the color 5.1. I have no idea what color she used. And you can see here, I'm gonna go in and I'm just gonna really take this and dab it all over. I love this underpainting technique. It just adds a level of natural look to your foundation than going in there with each individual product. Now I didn't put on my concealer, but I'll do that at the end. And what I'm gonna do is just kind of dab this. And I'm gonna try not to miss any spots like I did on my last video, but I don't know, it's challenging when you have this camera like looking in at you, trying to see everything, and you don't want to be spending the whole time staring at in your mirror. So you can see how beautiful that foundation is on mature skin. It really does lay very nicely on there. And go over here and do this side. And get those gels here. And I'm just really pressing that in. I'm not swiping too much, I'm just pressing upward. Just to kind of give myself a little bit more cheekbone there. Across here. If you have anybody from Australia out there, Cate Blanchett is Australian, which I didn't know until I read this article. I just thought she was English. So there we go. That is the foundation. And so I'm gonna go in next. I have no idea what concealer she used. I'm assuming she used the Armani concealer too. So I'm gonna take this one here I have from Lancome. You know I've been loving this because it's very hydrating, and this time of year, my skin gets very drier than normal, so I like to keep it as hydrated as possible. So I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna go and do all of my dark spots. And I'm gonna go in here a little bit. Then I'm gonna take it here and bring it up. And I got a little too heavy there, but I'll blend that out and bring it up. Then I'm just gonna go in and I'm going to take that foundation brush and do here. And just kind of bring that up underneath that contour a little bit. Just to lighten it up slightly, right? Just to make that cheekbone pop a little bit more. I'm gonna go right in here in my label fold and press that in and cross my lips. And then I'm gonna bring this up. Just kind of lift everything upwards and go underneath that little contour I have going on there. So I'm gonna take this soft concealer brush. I don't have my dense one, and I'm just gonna press that in. And again, if you have a fast setting concealer, don't let that sit underneath too long while you're doing the rest of your face. Make sure you do one eye, then do the other eye, and then do it in stages. Don't do it like I just did, because it'll set on you and then it'll look patchy. And she does like a soft pink blush. So I'm gonna be using, which one am I gonna be using? So the blush that she uses is none other than this color up here. I'll put it right up here. This is a Giorgio Armani blush too. I have to get mine, so hold on. Using this one here, Petal, is it? Yeah, I'm gonna be using Petal from Westman Atelier. It's a cream blush, so if you have a cream blush that's similar to this color, you can just grab it. It's a pretty common looking color, so you shouldn't have a hard time finding it. And I'm gonna take this brush here and I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna dab it to the end of this, swirl it around a little bit, tap off any excess, and then just go in there and add a little color to my cheeks. Now she has hers down a little bit, some rosy pink color. I'm gonna try not to bring it down too much because I liked it to be lifted more than on my cheeks. But I think that foundation mixed with the primer, the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter Primer, really gave a nice luminosity to the skin where it doesn't look shiny, but it looks healthy, it looks brighter. Next we're gonna do mascara. Now she has a very chunky looking lash. It's a very, into the article she used this Armani mascara. I'm going to be using, today I'm going to be using this one that kind of resembles that. It's going to be the Jones Road mascara. But before I put the mascara in, I'm going to go in and curl my lashes. At this point, you could actually use a setting spray on your face if you're going out somewhere. I wouldn't skip that step because you do want it to last. This is a very lengthening, thickening mascara, you'll see once it goes on. And I'm just really focusing on the outer edge of my lashes. I'm not gonna go too far in here, like she has more of a cat eye. So I'm not gonna bring it in too close. I'm just gonna go out here. And you can see that that just kind of pulled that lash out that way. And I typically don't put mascara on my bottom lashes, only because I don't like the way that that looks. I think it looks very, so yeah. So you can see that just by doing the outer part of your lashes, that it just kind of, just brings them out more cat eye looking. So another huge part of her beauty routine is using a perfume. And she uses this one here by Giorgio Armani. It's called CSI. According to the information I read about it, it's a very woodsy smell. It has a lot of bergamot, jasmine in it. I think there's a little bit of rose in it, but it leans more towards like a woodsy scent. And that's typically something that I like to wear. I don't like anything too sweet smelling. So for the sake of today's video, I'm going to be using this one here by Jo Malone. It's called Myrrh and Tonka, and obviously it has myrrh and tonka in here. It also has vanilla. Very nice. It's not too heavy. It's not like a Tom Ford product. So comment below. Let me know what your favorite smell is. Okay, so I'm going to go in. I'm going to finish with my lip. I'm going to be using this lip pencil here from MAC. It's called Soar. And it's a very pink lip that she has. It's going to go nicely with her cheeks, and it's really going to brighten up this look. And I'm going to be using this color here from MAC, and it's called Foul. And you can see by the picture up here that she has pretty much that same color. Although hers is by Giorgio Armani, and I was not even able to find that particular shade anymore. I found one that was close to it, so if you're in the market for a new lip color and you like her lip color, you might want to try this. So I'm just lightly feathering a lip pencil on there. I don't want anything too heavy. And that is the lip color. So what I'm gonna do is I'll hop off the camera real quick. I'm gonna do something quick with my hair so you can kind of get the gist for this look, and I'll be right back. So guys, this is my finished look. This is my take on Cate Blanchett's 2016 Golden Globes Awards red carpet look. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you gained any value from it, please consider subscribing, giving this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Do me a favor, in the comments below, just let me know who you would like me to recreate next.